I am officially a resident of Denver, and we are loving the apartment, loving getting settled in. But one of the things I haven't really done much, done a little, but haven't done much of, is exploring the local book scene here. And Denver has a ton of like local indie shops. So we're gonna go exploring a little and check out all these different shops. I think there's like 5 or 6 of them in the area. Do a little bookstore tour. I'm gonna start with the furthest one and then we can make our way back up. We're at our first location and I drove by it the first time and I didn't see it at all. So it's very tucked away. It's in like this old Victorian house. I'm kind of curious what their selection will be though, because it says it's used and rare. That was the cutest bookstore experience. So it's really unique. They rent out space to booksellers. It's just a really interesting collection. There's some incredible first editions there. So if you're like a book collector, holy moly. I wanted to become a book collector after being in there because of the beautiful first editions. However, I did get my own little first edition. This is a book I first listened to in 2020. I still think about these essays, and that is John Green's. I always feel so silly talking about John Green. This book of essays is so good. I was already wanting to get it, but this sealed the deal. It's signed! It's a signed edition! How cool is that? But I did just see there's another bookstore literally right across the street that I might try to go to. I'm so glad I went in there because it's so cute, like well priced and really organized. I was looking at pictures and I was like, oh, books are everywhere, and like it just, that overwhelms me so much, especially when I feel tired. And yes, books were everywhere. The genres were all like in very particular places. It was for the most part alphabetical. And it had like a really, really good selection. I'm gonna like save the book haul for the end of this. I got like some books that I'm just really excited about, and they're right across from each other, so it just makes sense, like just go to both. On to the next one. Okay, so little change of plans. The one that I wanted to go to next didn't have any parking around, and it was like in a really congested part of the city. I said, okay, we'll just go to a different one, because that was like less of like a bookstore. I don't know, it was weird. So like, okay, I'll go to this other one. Then when I realized like where I was headed, there was a shooting there yesterday. I just didn't feel good about it in my gut, and so I always trust my gut with that. Okay, we'll go to a different one that's like a non-profit, like used bookstore or something. Pulled up to it, again, no parking. So I was like, you know what? We're just gonna get out of this area, which like all those were like downtown. We're going to this place called the Book Bar, which looks super cute. So I'm feeling a little discouraged, like just tired too. I think this one's gonna be really good. What a freaking L. I gotta get some coffee. We gotta have a little treat because of what a crappy thing that is. And there's a used outdoor store that's right here too. So my mood has been lifted. I was able to get a latte, which helped. But what really, really helped was this outdoor store here called Feral. One hilarious name. I've been wanting to go here literally since before we moved. I got this vest on sale. Used, obviously. I feel like that totally made my day. I was just really happy, and like to indulge in like both like the bookish side and the outdoorsy side today was such a treat. Oh, let me show you what I got. This is gonna be a little off-brand. The Fourth Crusade by Jonathan Phillips. Here's what you need to know. When I was in 9th grade, we watched a docu-series where Jonathan Phillips was the narrator. This is Jonathan Phillips. I fell in love with him as a 9th grader. I was just tickled when I saw this in the store. I really want to get into reading history more. My goal is to read like a chapter a night or something like that, or a few pages a night, just to like get back in the rhythm of reading history. Not back in the rhythm, but get in the rhythm of it in general. I have seen this book everywhere, and the list of like Name of the Wind, The Way of Kings, Mistborn, Game of Thrones, like all those like big name fantasies. I have seen this, The Lives of Lockamora, which truthfully, until I was on TikTok or Book Talk, I've never really heard of it. I thought I'd pick it up. If it's a bigger fantasy, which this is around like, it's over 700 pages, I like to have a physical copy instead of having to read it on my phone. It will join the stack of my TBR. My TBR is getting too long at this point, so I need to chill on the buying and do a little more of the reading. I think what's really touching about this experience is exploring a new city isn't new for me right now. That was a given that I could always do that. What's really fun for me right now is that I get to sign up for rewards programs and know that I will be going back. I know that the shop owners I talked to today, I can go back and talk to again. Starting to build those regular rhythms and places, it's something that like you take for granted. And then when you don't have it anymore, like, it sucks. And I know the places that I didn't get to today, I can go back and try again later. Like, those places aren't going anywhere, and I'm not going anywhere. Because before it's like, oh, if I didn't make it, like, that's it. I'm not gonna make it ever. Right now, I'm currently finishing up a series on Dark Academia, and that will be out next week. I'm super excited for you guys to watch it. It's really fun. And thanks for coming along on this chaotic day.